So I said I would do a video as we get closer to the STP and the Courage Classic. Basically the setup that I have today, preparing for the STP Classic 1 week from today, actually 6 days from today because it's Sunday and STP starts on Saturday. Anyways, I said that I would be documenting my training and things like that because I didn't see a whole lot on the STP or Courage Classic or anything like that when it came to gear, fundraising, so on and so forth. So I thought, what the hell, I'll go ahead and document this, and maybe if I'm screwing up, somebody can tell me a better way, because that would be cool. And if I can help somebody, that would be cool too. So what I did was, for the STP, clearly I only need to take 2 sets of kit to go up, because it's only a 2-day ride, unlike the Courage Classic, which is 3. So I'll add another pair of shorts and another jersey to this ride as well. In fact, I'm going to probably wear my Whistle Workwear jersey day 1, my STP jersey on day 2, maybe a different jersey, I don't know. And then on day 3, I have a Courage Classic jersey coming. So we'll see how that fits. In the meantime, I was going to kind of run you through my kit and kind of explain it. So standard jersey, Pearl Izumi shorts, bib short actually, and then I have my arm warmers that are right there, and those are so that if it's cold in the morning, I don't have to wear a jacket or a sweater. I could just have those on my arms and just kind of tough it out and use my movement to get my blood flowing in order to stay warm. Next to it, you'll see it's a Tommy Copper knee thing. I have some old injuries that have actually had 0 issue, but I'm going to tote that guy anyways because I could put that on in a matter of seconds and be gone. These are 2 items that I gotta say, I really enjoy. They're called a halo, but what's really cool is it has this yellow liner on the inside, so it keeps sweat off of your face as you're riding. So this one will be worn, you can wear it in almost any temperature. It's actually very cool, but it can get a little warm too. So if temperatures rocket up, which I don't see that happening, but if they do, then I can wear just the band as well, and I really like that too. And then of course I have my Farm to Feet socks, which are the best riding sock I've ever used. So if you've never heard of them, farmtofeet.com. I wear these socks all the time. I have like 6 pairs now or something like that, and I wear them as much as I can. I got my gloves. I've been doing a lot of tracking on my fitness, so I have my heart rate monitor that plugs directly into my computer on my bike, and then it also downloads to my phone. Everywhere I go, and anybody that knows me always knows, I carry a little pocket knife. It can come in handy for a number of things. This one's got actually a really quick deployment, which is really nice. All my Boy Scouts are going to be like, don't close it that way, but I'm going to leave that open just for now. Gum is awesome when you're riding. It keeps your mouth wet, sometimes closed. And then of course I have my wallet that's got some cash in it, my ID, my credit cards. And then you come over here to what I carry inside my jersey. Some shot blocks, some more sunscreen just in case it does get really hot. Sunburn really sucks if you get toasted. These have actually been decent. I'm basically throwing them in there for a flavor. I don't know about the quick energy aspect. I didn't ever feel anything specifically, but they have a really good flavor to them, and they're not very expensive, so pretty easy. Then of course I got my gels, which those come in very handy. And then I got my little Stinger vanilla waffle. This is kind of cool. Makes for a quick eat. My Nutri-Grain bar, which I really like those too. If I'm craving fruit, or at least something like real fruit. A bonk breaker. Really dig the peanut butter and jelly. Good job, guys. I like it. And then of course I have my little chamois butters. That is so if I go to the restroom or something like that, I can reapply. Pretty smart, huh? All right. So then over here I have my Pearl Izumi long sleeve shirt. Not sure if that's going to play a role. I won't know until the day, probably a couple days before that, what the temperature is going to be like in the morning or the weather. Which brings me next to my OR Helium 2 rain jacket. I just got that. I haven't ridden with it yet, but I mean, it's OR, so what else can you say? And then I also have my tights sitting aside, just in case it's a cold one or rainy. And then I can throw those on too. The weather in July, I doubt I'm going to have them, but I wanted to have the option. At the very least, I'll throw them in my bag the day before we go, depending on what the weather report says. For day 2, I got my STP jersey, and then I have my Sugoi bib, which, by the way, is my favorite. And the reason why I'm wearing it on day 2 is pretty simple, actually. If I'm wearing my Pearl Izumi, which is really nice as well, and that one saves my butt a little bit, but if there's any tenderness, this guy right here takes that away. So Sugoi makes a phenomenal project. And then, of course, I got my Farm to Feet socks. See? Farm to Feet. And then all that is actually duplicated somewhat in this. So this is the next day ride. Got my chamois butter, got my power bars, all that stuff, ready to rock and roll. And I'm not sure if I'm going to consume all that, because on the Century rides I've gone on, I haven't consumed that much, which is bad on my part. I should be eating a lot more, and I'm not. But it is what it is. And then over here, oh, and then of course on my bike, I have a setup as well. I have a phone caddy, and my phone goes in there. And then I also have, for the STP, I'll be using Strava, and also Ride with GPS, because it's downloaded. Ride with GPS is interactive, and that actually will bring me to my second part on my clothes that I'm going to wear for the night over. And I'm also got some personal business to take care of on Sunday and Monday. We're going to stay the night over, so I needed another set of clothes to stay in on Sunday night. So I have that included here as well. Well, not entirely, but kind of basically so my wife doesn't have to smell me when she sees me. That's not a good thing. All right. So I have my hat and a pair of thick socks just in case we get to the location and it's cool. I got my baggy underwear, yay! I got my cool cut pants, which are also a short. I got my super feet slippers that I can use when we take showers, or if I'm just hanging out. And if it's cold or rainy, I can switch on over to my Merrells. And then I have my towel and my swim trunks just in case I want to go swimming or anything like that. But the towel is moreover for bathing. And then I have my other extended battery for my phone. By the way, if you guys haven't seen these, Acre makes a phenomenal product, but this guy is fully charged. I'll charge it one more time, and it'll go all day with Strava, like 7 or 8 hours. And then in this, again, it's the Pacific Northwest. I keep my Grundon's jacket in there. It's a rain defender jacket. Then I got my underwear, my unmentionables, and then I got 2 t-shirts, a set of jeans, and then of course my toiletry bag and a belt. And then because I'm bald, I got some protection for my head. And what they do is they drop the bags off, so I'm going to use my dry bag that was given to me as a gift by my wife. I use it when I'm riding in the rain, you can tell, because it's got reflectors on it. And then to stay the night, I got my sleeping bag, sleeping pad, my tent, and then I got my pillow, first aid kit, the C4 to go. That's actually kind of new. I tried one the other day. I liked it. It's a good wake up for those of you that don't drink coffee. In here I got my chain cleaner, rag, grease, degreaser. I got an extra tube, and then this guy here is actually a tool kit that I'm going to carry. I'm not going to carry on my bike. This goes down. But in this toolkit, I can basically rebuild my bike or do any repairs. So all this is going to go on the waterproof bag by StormTech, and then all of that is going to go into this big duffel bag, which will be inside my rainproof bag. So what I did was I spent just a short time with my scale weighing all my items, and then I wrote down the the weight of the bags, and then what I got to do is each bag is supposed to be 20 pounds. You could probably sneak a pound or so in there, but the truth is these people are volunteering, and I'd feel really bad if they picked up my bag and it was like 60 pounds and somebody got hurt. Not to mention 60 pounds. Good Lord, I'm not like buying the place, but I am going for 2 days. This is something I haven't done before. Now, let's talk about the training a little bit. So the training aspect, I haven't been really training for STP, but I have been training for the Courage Classic, and to do that, I've been spending a lot of time in the saddle. I've been riding my bike as much as I can, to and from work, to the store, doing long rides every week. Long rides meaning probably 50, 60 miles minimum. Couple century rides in there, 100 milers. One was over 107 miles, and the thing could have been 5,000 miles. That's what you get for riding Whidbey Island. So, anyways, a lot of saddle time, and then for climbing, I have the benefit of living in Mukilteo, which is right next to the water here in Washington. So I go down to the lighthouse, and there's this huge hill. It's like 3 or 4 miles long, and it's very steep. I don't know what the grade is. If I said a percentage, I'd be lying because I don't know. But it's pretty steep, and so I've been training on that about once or twice a week. And now I did make a couple modifications to my bike that were very important for the Courage Classic and for the STP, frankly. One of the things was that my bike came with a 1225 cassette. That's the gears that are on the back of my bike. And you think I'd be riding my whole life the way I'm talking, I swear. I just started riding in April, but I've been doing a lot of YouTube on GCN, and those guys are just giving up all the secrets. It is a great YouTube website. I would recommend it for anybody. And the only downside is you really get this passion for cycling, and then you start accruing all these tools. The benefit is that I've been able to work on my bike and make repairs and upgrades without having to spend any money, not a dime. Oh, I'm sorry. When I first got my back wheel was severely untrue, so I took that in. They trued it up for me. I watched a video on how to do it, and now I just keep it true. Every time I take it out to ride, I do the whole spin it, watch on the brakes, and where it wobbles, I go in there, loosen or tighten as needed. And my wheels have basically been true since I've learned. Little tool, I don't carry it on me. I keep it in my